Well, my name is Richard Harrison. Currently, I'm president of the National Alumni Association of Samuel Walker Houston High School. Also, I am president of the board of directors for the Museum and Cultural Center. I graduated from Huntsville Independent School District in 1969. Unfortunately, I had planned on graduating from Sam Houston High School, but it closed down. So I spent my senior year at Huntsville High School. But previous to that, all 11 years of my education was in the Sam Houston elementary school system.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting. And it's very nice to meet you, and I thank you for doing this interview with me today.
You're quite welcome.
Can you tell me a little bit about the history of the Samuel Houston Community Center and how it became an important part of Huntsville?
Okay. The idea of a museum and culture center was developed by Mr. Stanford Douglas and a few key members of the Alumni Association. And the purpose was to preserve the legacy and history of Samuel Walker Houston. And it opened its doors in 1991. It was currently located west of our present location, which is 1604 10th Street. This community center is a very important part because what it does is kind of reestablish and reconnect the roots of the citizens to Rogersville. And we locals know this place as Rogersville. At one time, this was a cultural center for the Black community. We had the schools were here, we had local businesses here, and it was just a walking distance from the famous drag, which was the main headquarters for all the businesses, Black businesses in the area. So we're trying to reestablish that connection and bring that feeling of community back to us that kind of was lost in the past.
I'm Dee Howard Mullins. I'm a native of Huntsville, Texas, a graduate of Sam Houston State. Go Bearcats. I came back home in 2017. In 2018, I ran for city council and was successful. We're here at the Samuel Walker Houston Museum and Cultural Center in Huntsville on 10th Street. I lived on 6th Street and we would walk to school, and that's a good 2 miles. And this was one of the core communities. It was residential and commercial. Here at the museum, you'll find an array of pictures and information that reflects the history of Black Americans in this community. This picture reflects the leadership, the teachers of Samuel Houston High School, which was a Black high school up until 1968. On the front row, because I remember and recognize so many of these faces, I will take a liberty and start off that this is my father, Percy Howard. He started at Sam Houston High School as a teacher. He was a coach, he was a counselor, and he was the last principal prior to integration. With integration, he moved over to Huntsville High School as an assistant principal. The gentleman here is Scott Johnson. One of the middle schools are named after him. Incredible man. This is his wife. This was, his name escapes me, but he was a football coach. This is Miss Rowland. She lived across the street here on 10th Street. Australia Robinson. This is Williams. I believe he was the first Black county commissioner. They weren't just teachers, coaches, principals. They were servants in their community. My dad went on to serve on city council for several years. But all of these individuals, if you look on the wall, were really providing services in their communities as well as in the schools. So it reminds you that a lot of people have put in the work and that it's our responsibility to continue that work. Some folks come in and have no idea and they look at the yearbooks, they look at the pictures, and then they see family members. It's a great opportunity to come, to look, to read, and really get a feel of what this community is about.
Well, first of all, we have a host of events that we do. We celebrate, of course, the Black History Program, community activities. We've had a lot of activities that show you how to prepare for life. We've had weddings, celebrations. We've had community speakers. MLK celebration was probably the only thing that was going on. But since we've been here, we've sponsored a lot of things. We've had tournaments. We've had the Juneteenth celebration we brought back. We actually celebrated on Juneteenth, the day that it was originally intended. There was an idea that we threw around and said, you know, when we were kids, we celebrated Juneteenth on Juneteenth, so why not get back to that?
Right.
And it was pretty successful. And every day it grows and grows. We're getting a lot more response from people.
That's amazing. How has the center changed or evolved over the years, both in its purpose and the people it serves?
Well, the mission and the purpose are always going to remain the same. We're here for the community. We're going to make sure that we as African Americans have an imprint in Walker County in Texas. And we do everything that we can to have guests that come in and speak. And we've had several people come in. And one thing that we always remain, that we have a positive attitude with the community. We always want to do something to get the community involved. People talk about votes, how to use, not telling them which way to vote, but tell them how to use the voting machines. We tell them to be prepared when you go to vote. And we kind of evolved because, as you know, that right now I'm 75 years old. I'm a 1969 graduate. And attrition has taken this course on we older ones. So we have merged with the elementary group, the historical elementary group, and they're the younger group that's eventually going to take over and run the Cultural Center and the National Alumni Association. Get a chance to attend Sam Houston High School, because when it closed in '68, many of these kids are coming in within the first and second grade. So they'll become a part with us, and they'll evolve and working with us and bringing new blood and new ideas. And we're moving along. We were trying to make sure that we don't fall apart.
Yes, and that's a wonderful thing that y'all are actually trying to bring them together so that this can actually live on. It's, future legacy. In what ways does the center honor or connect to Samuel Walker Houston legacy in Huntsville history? I believe I said that correct.
Well, I thought for a second that you meant how we connected to Sam Houston.
You can even answer that too. How do you guys connect to Sam Houston?
Eventually, I guess the best way to answer that is through Joshua Houston, which was a slave that was owned by Sam Houston. So Joshua became a successful businessman, community leader, and I think Sam Houston's political and financial support helped him to succeed. And by doing that, that allowed him to allow his son Samuel to succeed and become a businessman, not a businessman, become an educator, a political leader, and a community leader. And I think they're all interconnected. You can't really separate them. Sam Houston and Samuel Walker Houston both serve as inspirations for Texans and continue to do so today. And that's what we want to make sure that Samuel Walker Houston is highlighted every chance we get.
And why is that? Why should we highlight
Well, because
every chance we get?
for so long, I ain't gonna say for so long, if you look around Walker County and most of Texas, you see very little things that they say African Americans contributed to the society, which in fact is not true. People that graduated from the school worked for NASA, and we have doctors, dentists, lawyers, accomplished, all recognized in their field. So we have a lot to be proud of here in Huntsville. And there's one thing I spoke to you about the other day when I was talking about the picture out there on the wall of John Patrick. He was the first African American student to actually enroll in Sam Houston State. And it wasn't more just to break the color barrier, which it did, but it served to notice that we have a quality student that can go and compete academically, which he did. And that also opened the door for local students who couldn't afford to go off to go to college, that would go to Sam Houston State and work. And the floodgates opened. A lot of African Americans came.
Wow. And can you share a memorable story or moment that really shows what the community center means to people here?
Well, two particular programs in particular. The last one was the Black History program that we had. And it was kind of a new idea. What we did, we highlighted some people that were in the community that were rather successful. We had a recording artist, James Brown. He was with this group, was the Harmonizer, wonderful Harmonizer. He came and shared his experience about how he would, at the time there was a huge lumber operation named as Batcher's Lumber Company. And he was the first African American to actually work in the office in bookkeeping. And he flourished. I mean, he was outstanding. And he got up and talked about the obstacles that he faced. And quite naturally, when you try to break that glass ceiling, there's going to be some opposition.
Right.
And he maintained the course. He didn't lose his cool. He didn't get fired. He stayed there and he just kept performing. Eventually, he was at the top of the ladder. And another was the 19th of June celebration I just spoke about. We were sitting around, we were talking, why not do it on the June 19th? Said, well, it's only short notice. It's only about a week and a half before. And Jeff said, let's go for it. Let's do it. Word of mouth. And we got here and set everything up. And before you know it, the auditorium was full. We had a lot of people, a mixture of old and young. We had a great time.
That's really amazing. And how do partnerships with organizations or the museum help preserve history and engage new generations?
Well, first of all, the local businesses have been quite good. We have partnership with Kroger's, Walmart, what's another one I can't. And what they do by allowing us to use them in advertisements, they attract attention, and people say, okay, that's community center. We know that place. We'll go by and check it out. And what that also does, it gives us some resources to reach out. We have more programs, and it's been accepted. And one of the programs that we have is a bingo program along with the exercise class. But the bingo program, it serves huge. We have people from New Waverly, and we have a good mixture of people from the community, from all segments, and we have a good time, and it's growing and going, and I think we're on course for accomplishing our mission.
Okay, and just not to even wrap it up, but if you could describe this place in one word or phrase, what would it be and why?
Let's see, one word or phrase. I would say inspirational.
Inspirational.
Yes. It serves, for so many of us, Rogersville and this culture center in general kind of reminds us where we came from, where we need to go, and provide some means to get there. You can't really know where you're going unless you know where you're coming from. So we are, and that's what we're here to do. We're always open. If a person come in and ask a question, who is this person, why is this here, we try to give them a little background, let them know that we're here, and that's the best that we can do.
Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to interview with me and giving me a little history and background of this cultural center.
Well, we thank you, and we appreciate any time come by, and hopefully get a little exposure, and we'll draw new customers.
And what's the best way to get in contact with you guys?
The best way, you can call us at the Cultural Center, 936-291-2119, or our webpage, which is swhhs@gmail.com. Thank you for allowing me this time.